Hello, I'm Rebecca and Intuitive, and this is Masterful Chats. Masterful Chats are short, clear, concise, clarifying conversations designed to uplift, empower, inspire, and support you as you move forward along your spiritual path and in your life's journey. And today's chat is about what are you choosing? But first, I'd like to say hello and welcome back to all of my wonderful subscribers. And hello and welcome to those of you who are viewing me for the very first time. And I want each one of you to know that from my near-death experience, I know that each one of us is known by our Creator, and we are loved completely, totally, and unconditionally. So now, let's chat about what are you choosing? That really is a very simple question, isn't it? What are you choosing? And yet, throughout each and every day, we make thousands of decisions. Some of them are very conscious, and others are very unconscious. And so if you would, just take a moment and think about the decisions that you've made up to the point of the day, let's say, that you're watching this podcast. What time did you get up? What did you do for breakfast, or didn't you eat at all? Did you go to work? Did you stay home? Did you make phone calls? Did you pay bills? Were you watching TV or listening to the radio? Did you choose to be alone, or did you choose to interact with neighbors? We are choosing every second of every day. And in that choosing, in those simple moments, we are creating our life and our future life every present moment moving forward. Are you choosing and focusing on things that bring you laughter and joy and love? Are you choosing things that are expanding your awareness, are giving you a sense of peace? Or are you choosing things that are draining your energy, or making you angry, or leaving you unsettled? Because in these times of chaos and in these times of great change, where a new world and new way of being are upon us, we as Christed beings of light in physical form, we that have that part of God inside us, and therefore we are part of God or the Creator or all that is, and the Creator and all that is part of us. We are inherently linked. We move through tandem every second of every day while we are in these physical bodies. What are you choosing as a Christed being of light with free will? And the choosing is very important. Because if we are choosing happiness and joy, if we are choosing to be of service, if we are choosing to be kind, then we are, in fact, ushering in the new world more speedily and with much more ease and grace. If we're choosing resistance, if we're choosing anger, if we're choosing to look at life in rigid boxes of beliefs with right and wrong and good and bad, and oh, that's terrible, and why can't they be more like me, or what's wrong with them, we're creating resistance. And resistance is futile in this time. The egoic mind, in all of its certainty and all of its exceptionalism, may think it's winning the war, but it's not. The energetic change going from the third dimensional world, where things are locked down and rigid and in linear time and being under the command and control of the masculine and the rigid patriarchy. That time is coming to an end. We are moving into a time of cooperation and co-creation of the divine masculine with the divine feminine, which has been horribly subverted and neglected for thousands of years. And the divine feminine right now is making herself known, and she is only going to be stronger. And that is not to annihilate or subjugate the divine masculine, but it is to bring the masculine back into balance. And how do we do that? How do we support the divine feminine and the divine masculine and bring back in balance to all things, to the earth, to our relationships, to our political structures, to our economic systems, to our judicial systems? When I say everything needs to come back into balance, I literally mean everything. And the way that we begin to do that, the way that we begin to bring things back into balance, is with ourselves, with every decision we make, with every thought we have. Is it one of love and compassion? If we see a situation or a person acting in a certain way, do we take it personally, or do we stand back and recognize that that individual is on their own life path, making their decisions with their background, where they've been, what they've done, and allow them to be exactly who they are? That doesn't mean that we need to demonize or call them names. We may not agree with them. In fact, we may hold diametrically opposed thoughts and opinions. But we don't need to demonize. And if we can accept that our Creator loves them as much as they love us, and let them be. And if you see things going on in the world that you feel you can change or make a difference with, then by all means do it. But there's a big difference between fighting against something, that puts you in the polarity, versus standing for something. That means standing for your beliefs, you're in integrity, you're not demonizing, you're not making others the problem. There's a big difference between standing up for something and pushing against something. And it's more than just semantics. If you are in integrity, if you are not in fear, if you are being kind and gentle and loving with yourself and others, that ripples out into the world. Don't take things personally if someone acts badly, because it is through each one of us acting in kindness that we create ripple effects out into the world. Never assume or accept that you are small. Many of the institutions in our world, religious, societal, educational, have wanted us to be small to control us. We are omnipotent creator beings. We are powerful, powerful co-creators. And we are anything but small. So never doubt your ability to affect change in your families, in your relationships, in your communities, and your world. Because many of the powers that be in this collapsing 3D world want nothing more than for you to feel small. And each time you choose love over fear, each time you choose to stand back and provide grace to another human being, each time you allow and are patient, you are creating the new world, the fifth dimensional world of multidimensionality, of cooperation and co-creation, with every thought that you think and every action you take. Every choice that we make affects how quickly this ascension progresses, how quickly mankind progresses. And I know that there are individuals out there that say, oh my God, it's gotten so horrible, it's gotten worse, it's just, oh, there's nothing I'm doing. Well, the reality is that if we were not making the changes that were required, the energy levels would be the same as they were in the 1980s. The fact that we have all of the chaos, the fact that we have this tremendous change and all these challenges are because the higher frequencies are on the planet and they are disrupting the lower frequencies. And everything that is not of a higher frequency and love will be dislodged and shaken out and exposed. And that is exactly where we are at right now. So know that each choice of yours is important. Know that every choice matters. No pressure at all. And know that with each choice, you are co-creating with our Creator, with Spirit, with God. And that you are never alone. So ask for help if you need it. If you feel you can help others and make changes, do it. Focus on the joy and the love and the laughter in your life. Choose to be curious. Choose to be open. Choose to be the change you want to see in the world. And it'll happen. And thank you for all of the good that you do. And thank you for being here at this auspicious time. I'm grateful for you. Thank you for being with me today for this Masterful Chat. I truly appreciate you. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. Wherever you're at in the world, until we chat again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Blessings.